Yeah, so I want to ask about that. But I mean, in terms of the actual visions or whatever, I
Yeah.
feel like you said before, like 3 months ago or even more recently, you've seen kind of like orbs, tennis ball type
Yes.
orbs. So that kind of
Yeah.
stuff is still happening, but it's not
Yes.
as extreme as it was. Like you'll still see these kind of visions, but it's not like voices just constantly talking to you. It's like only like 20% of the
Now
day.
the orbs,
But
the yeah, now the orbs, those aren't visions. The orbs are in my physical reality. Like those are that's not a part. Like if I shut my eyes, I'm not going to see them. They're a part of my environment. These orbs that have been coming around lately.
well,
And
that would still be a vision though, right? Because they're not really there. You're just
well,
seeing them.
it's technically a UAP. It's no, they are there.
How do you
That's what I'm
know they're
saying
there?
because I can see them. What do you mean? Like
Well,
it's the same way I know an airplane is there. I can see it.
but does anybody else see it?
What do you think? No. Yeah, I mean, so far all the encounters have been alone at nighttime when I'm on my back deck. But I'm not alone in this experience if that's what you're asking me. Like, am I the only person that has gone through a targeted individual experience and then documented or told like let other people know that they're being visited by light orbs? Like, no, I'm far from alone with that.
So you actually feel like you are really are being visited by light orbs?
I know that I am.
How do
Yeah,
you
that's
know it?
because I can see them. I don't understand where the confusion is with this.
Well, if if you've seen things before, if you've heard things before, how do you know it's just not like you're just like kind of like seeing it? You know what I mean?
No, there's a big difference. I mean, there's a big difference between knowing when something is just a part of your, I guess like third eye vision, right? Or is, because a lot of times when people are even meditating, they're having visions. They're seeing things, they're going, they're in certain places. Um, okay, so here's a good example. All right. So let's say you took a hit of acid, right? And you have the acid and you're seeing all these visuals, right? You know that it's not actually a part of your reality, right? That it's all your mind intermingling with your reality, right? It's distorting your perception of reality. Well, when something like this happens, um, I've had the moments where it's been a part of my mind, but if I shut my eyes, I can still see it because it's not actually a part of my environment, So if I shut my eyes, I can still see it. If I open up my eyes, it overlays that reality. With these orbs, if I shut my eyes, I don't see them. Like they are a part of my reality. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Do you feel like if somebody else was there with you, they'd be able to like? Do you really just think it's like?
Oh, no, I know 100% if somebody else was standing there, they'd see it.
So
Yeah,
you really feel
absolutely.
like? So you really feel like you're being kind of like visited by UAPs then?
I know I am. Yeah. It's not a feeling, you know. It's like I know that I am. Yeah.
But I mean, when do you think that anybody else would see these UAPs too? Like, just
I
I
mean,
know
it's a
people are.
common occurrence.
I yeah.
It's a common occurrence that people see UAPs, especially these light orbs, right? So um even if you go on like experiencers on Reddit, I would say out of all the UAPs that are seen, orbs are the most common, right? They have the most documented, proof of like a light orb that's coming by. And I don't know what the heck, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's extraterrestrial. I don't know if it's interdimensional. I don't know if it's spiritual. Like, um, when I say spiritual, I mean like dead people. I don't know. I absolutely have no clue what it is. But I know that
Could
it's
it
not.
potential?
What's
Sorry.
that?
Could it potentially be just like like a lot of times people they say they see a UAP, but really it might just be like a plane flying by. Or, you know what I mean? Like, I
Oh
mean, could
yeah.
it
I mean,
potentially just be like a it's not really necessarily like an alien spaceship. It's just kind of like something they see like off in the distance and you can't really explain what it is. Or is it like
no,
so
this isn't.
close to you that
Oh
you
yeah,
can
these are
you
about 40 feet away. Yeah, these are 40 feet away.
are they trying to
Yeah.
like talk to you at all or say
No,
anything
they
or
just do like a
no?
no, they just do like a flyby.
How many are there?
The most has ever been at one time is two. Usually there's just one that'll kind of come and do like almost like like sperm, like a squiggle line across overhead. Um, And one time there was two, one went this way, and then the other one came back, the opposite trajectory. And yeah, I mean, they're too close. They're too bright. It's just light. I mean, that's the only way that I can describe it. Is just a ball of light that leaves a streak behind it that just zips overhead. It comes in out of nothing and then disappears into nothing. So I don't know if that light comes on so that it can show itself and then it turns its light off, or if it is coming from a different dimension into ours and then back into its dimension. I mean, that's the only two things it really could be doing.
Okay, I'm just like wondering like why like I don't see these things and you do. You know
Do
what
you
I mean?
ever,
Like, do you what
yeah. Do you
do
do
you
you
feel?
ever
Do you feel like they're coming to kind of like interact with you specifically, or do you?
Oh, let me ask you a question. And actually, I'm actually really glad. I'm actually no, I don't think that I am anybody special.